All right, welcome to round 3 of the MRL No Assist Season 9 Championship. That name is still a full-on mouthful to me. I still can't deal with that. But I will say it's an impressive title, but it's a long one. Anyways, we're very much looking forward to this race here in the Circuit of the Americas. Pat and I is one of our favorite tracks on the entire calendar. COTA always delivers, especially with us.
Yes.
It's just really consistently fun. And something crazy always happens simply due to the nature of this track. It has pretty much everything you could ever want for a circuit. It's got some good technical bits. It's just got some more challenging parts here and there. It's also got some nice long straights. It's just got a nice little bit of everything. It's a perfect all-arounder circuit. And you can expect some all-arounder setups from a lot of drivers. Much more oversteer base, way more front wing. That way they can angle in sharply into those S's at the beginning of the circuit. If you run understeer, you're going to lose a lot of time. I know this from attempting time trials and realizing that setup sucks, so I'd be surprised if you find anybody using that setup. But anyways, taking a little bit of a look here at this circuit, I gotta say, I mean, this is a modern classic of an F1 circuit. 20 corners to make your way around, 2 DRS zones, plenty of room for fighting, overtaking, and a lot of room for error, to be honest. This is a track that can easily trip you up, especially in that very first sector. You can kind of see it in the background there. The S's can easily trip a driver up. If you angle it even slightly wrong, you're going to lose a lot of time throughout this track. Sector 3, while the corners may look incredibly strange on paper, are honestly really fun to drive in practice. And speaking of, we have drivers out on track right now, a few already on flying laps, and Aston Martin running their quote-unquote special Valvoline livery. I'm going to be honest, like, it's such a negligible difference. I'm amazed anybody noticed. I genuinely didn't notice at first until I saw an online post saying, oh yeah, this is a thing. And I was like, I don't see it. And then I had to, like, zoom in until I finally caught it.
There it is.
Yeah. Literally
Also,
zoom
made you just think funny. You might need to add to a curse counter already.
What?
You were talking about how Sector 1 can mess you up, as you said a Giants fan had a giant moment in Sector 1. I kid you not.
Well, I mean, speaking of, he actually just invalidated.
So, we might need to add another one there. It's already qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, you only still have the counter here. So, okay, so we're gonna have to race up to 5 now. Already.
Yeah, 5, because we forgot to add one last week. Snakey, the first time on the board, 33.8. We could see all the way down to a 31.5, because that's what they set yesterday in that League vs. League, so probably anywhere 31.7, 31.8.
I mean, that is the case, and Snakey is a little bit off where he should be then. I mean, he's been competing at the sharp end for the past couple of races.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm expecting him to continue to fight up there. Sketchy Bull making his way around through Sector 3, running the number 3, unsurprising, because he sims for Daniel Ricciardo. I'm kind of surprised that he supports a driver who's incredibly washed. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to be honest. Danny Rick has actually been doing quite well ever since he returned. Yeah. McLaren just seemed like a really bad spot for him. Even though on paper it looked great, in practice it was not. Yellow Snowman making his way around. Yellow Snowman making his way around the final corner going to cross the line. He actually has a pretty good setup because I definitely didn't borrow it when I did my Tier 6 race today. So solid run from Yellow Snowman, puts himself P4.
What about my teammate from earlier today, Mr. MRK? That looks like the best lap.
Crossing the line, he puts himself P7 just a bit ahead of Gary. I will say though, props to MRK. He had a struggle of a season in Season 8, but he's really turned it around this season, even finishing ahead of his teammates. And I think you can let us know about those details, because I'm pretty sure for those who watched last week, you remember Giantsfan crossing the line first, but Pat will fill you in.
After the incident with Giantsfan and Nathan, who I don't see, actually. That's odd.
Wait, Nathan. Oh my. You're right. Nathan is not here. What?
What?
This is his
We'll get to that
championship
in a
to
minute.
fight. Okay.
But we'll get to that in just a second. But after the incident, the stewards took a look. It was determined that Giantsfan was the main party at fault and was handed a 15-second time penalty and 3 penalty points, bringing him down all the way to P7. I can't do words, I swear, and causing MRK to beat him and Mr. Andy, who is here. I see Andy to get his first
P7? Isn't that 6
win.
points?
I said dropping him down to 7th.
Well, yeah, but you said he gained 4 points for that. Doesn't he gain 6?
Did I say 4?
You said 4 points. You did what I did immediately after the race, speculating that.
Yeah, he dropped down to 7th, getting 6 points. Okay, I just can't speak English.
Yeah, it's fine. English is hard.
But yeah, but it's definitely interesting. I know there was an appeal filed and it was rejected.
I mean, English is still better than French, though, I gotta say.
But where the heck is Nathan? I'm gonna try and figure this thing out.
Yeah, you know, I think an altercation between Giantsfan and Nathan may have occurred in between the weeks, and that's why he's not... No, I'm kidding, that didn't happen. Don't mind me, just trying to fuel a conspiracy here, but anyways, Benzo making his way around the final corner, going across the line, he's gonna put himself P5, solid run from him. Yeah, he's gonna have to do everything he can this week to make up for his teammate being absent.
Yeah. Nathan is trying to join from what I've seen.
Okay, so he's trying to join. Okay, so that's good at the very least.
I just sent him an invite to the game.
Yeah, Midnight going to cross the line, puts himself P9. Alan Toast puts himself P1. Nice run from him. Fantastic. Where's Giantsfan, though? He still hasn't put in a lap time, but he just put in, supposedly, a purple sector 2. It could be in comparison to his teammate. But we'll see as he's around these final few corners. He's been very competitive this season. Maybe a little bit too much, as we saw last week. But rounding these final 2 corners, getting ready to cross the line. Let's see what the championship defender can put in. Going around, he's going to put himself only P8. Giantsfan is not having a good day. Wait, and that's Estenbach puts himself P2.
Estenbach was having a pretty good Tier 1 race until he got shunted from behind and sent flying.
Ah.
So, I mean, he has pace.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a few times around here. I've even experienced it firsthand on several occasions. And Estenbach just got the S's so hard there.
Enzo retired.
He crashed.
He crashed in the pit entry.
Oh, I mean, we almost saw Lando Norris IRL crash into the pit lane. He was going in so quickly, and well, now that once again we have reality bleeding into our races. Like, I don't understand what's going on with this.
Andy, could you improve your lap time, please?
So, is Nathan just unable to connect, or what's going on with that?
I think he's waiting on invite. I thought I sent him one. I could send him one more.
Yeah, we have Normbash and Gwenfro. Well, Gwenfro invalidated. Normbash making his way, though, now into Sector 3. A sector that can be very tricky, and there's plenty of opportunity for overtakes, and more than anything else, switchbacks. You can easily see drivers going back and forth through this section. And now we have the triple right-hander here, although really it's just one long right-hander according to the racing line. Making his way around, 2 more corners left to go. This isn't going to be a time that's going to light up the board, but I think it will at the very least be competitive. Going around the final corner, going to cross the line. Okay, I may have been mistaken. Normbash puts himself P15. Unfortunate. I do definitely think he's got more pace in him, though.
Yeah. I definitely think he does. Is Midnight on a run? It looks like Midnight might be on a run. Let's see.
Ketchen runs a little bit
Oh,
wide
wow.
just before the back straight. Somehow doesn't invalidate despite going fully off the track. But is managing to keep on going. Still, that will be just a little bit of time lost for the AlphaTauri driver. And he does have plenty of potential to, I think, get into this championship fight. So, if he wants to, he's going to have to make some moves in this race. So,
Nathan's on PC, that's why.
oh, that may explain why he's having a bit more of a hard time, perhaps. I mean, hopefully we can get him in here, because, I mean, it would be really disappointing to lose our championship leader.
And I can't,
Yeah, if any of the racers are watching and you just happen to be in the pits right now, please send him an invite, and let's see if we can get him in here.
I'm working with him right now on it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yellow
there he is!
Some invites.
There he is.
He joined?
Yep, just got the notification. Fantastic. He's going to have enough time to put in a lap at the very least. Not brilliant, but better than nothing. Gwenfro, though, actually just put in a brilliant lap. I just noticed. Went ahead of his teammate by just a couple hundredths, but still, beating your teammate is pretty good.
Mage.
What?
Sketchy dominance?
No.
But look where he is.
I know, he's in P5.
Acknowledge him for a minute.
Okay, he's in P5. I already acknowledged him. Anyways, no, Sketchy is doing a good job. I mean, he had a solid run last season when he just kind of reserved in out of nowhere, 1-2 races in. I mean, if he can just keep up that form and not have his incredibly horrific luck get to him, I think he'll be on course for a good season. I don't know if he'll be in on the championship fight, but I could see a couple podiums and maybe even another win come his way.
Charles Leclerc has just joined the lobby in P19.
Ferrari moment.
Ferrari moment.
MRK making his way around. I think he just put in that lap. Yes, he did. So he's currently P15 Giantsfan remaining in the pits. Okay, never mind. Just as I say that, he's coming out onto the track to go for one more run. Well, potentially two, should he invalidate his first run. So honestly, a good call to come out now if you want to make sure that you have a spare run just in case you happen to invalidate. And while it is very easy to do so here. And that's a Red Bull spun around. And that was not Sketchy, but rather his teammate Moldy Dragon, who's on an outlap.
Dang, we can't make fun of him this time.
Yeah, I saw that Red Bull, and I just thought, oh boy, here's an opportunity.
And it failed.
Yeah. Caution in Sector 2, it's a Mercedes going slowly. Andy just floating by a couple of people out on their flying lap. Actually, is that a Williams? I think that's a Williams, a Giants fan going by. Yep, he's only on his out lap, so technically, he had no obligation to let him by. But, I mean, I think Andy is not very comfortable with drivers being too close ever since the very first race of the season, which I can't say I blame him considering what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, just like we're just imitating real life over and over again for the past two races. It's absolutely wild. I have a feeling something else is going to happen here.
McLaren's going to do good and then fall apart.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, some people say that, you know, Lando isn't good enough. I saw some people commenting that. And it's like, I don't blame Lando so much as I just would say the car just wasn't there today. The car just wasn't. Lando was. I mean, he was pushing that car as hard as he could, but he just couldn't keep up with the Mercedes that just got a nice upgrade, and the Red Bull, which has been dominant all season. And the one time it was competitive enough, his teammate won because that's Lando's luck for you.
Is it showing you that it's just Charles Leclerc on your end?
No,
nope. It's just showing it for me.
Yeah, that's
for
just
me. I just have
it's a bug for you. Yeah. Although I saw some comments that were absolutely absurd, saying that Oscar Piastri is demolishing Lando Norris this season. And honestly, anytime I hear that, I'm just like, did you only watch Qatar this entire season and that's it? Like,
Yes.
did you miss every single other race?
Yes.
Because I mean, Lando was obliterating Piastri in the race until Piastri's engine got obliterated, but you know that happens.
Yep.
Anyways, enough of that. We're getting into the final couple minutes here in qualifying. Less than 2 minutes left to go. In fact, many going on final runs or getting ready to go on final runs. Chile is in the pits. He's not going to be able to go on another run, and he's currently sitting P3. Giantsfan crosses the line, and that is only P5. He's not going to have enough time
Andy
to go
just
on.
beat it.
Yeah, Giantsfan is just having a harder time this season. I expected him to have more competitors compared to, you know, the dominant form he had last time around. Clearly, those 3 weeks, everybody was on their grind 100% to beat him, and thus far, 5 have pulled that off, and it could be more. Well, one of them will not be Drunken Shamrock, at least right now, but he will have enough time to go on one last run. He's going to have to get moving a little bit to get to the line. Has left by the 2 AlphaTauris first, though. And it looks like it's Kate Possum, who's just a little bit further up, and you've disconnected.
Yeah, help.
I would like to, but I cannot. Anyways, that's catching on his outlap. Yeah. Or if someone is in,
you. Never mind, I can join you.
Yeah. Yeah, Giantsfan. He's not going to be able to make it to the line in time. He doesn't have enough time left. That's it for the Williams driver. Meanwhile, as for the rest, many are going on last run. Sketchy Bullet's going to be among the first to do this. Going through Sector 1, he is charging through right now. Oh, he goes wide, though! That's going to be a ton of time lost, and his lap is pretty much ruined by now. You'll see the difference in Sector 1 once we cross that line. Where? Oh, no, we already crossed that line. Never mind. But still, he lost so much time. Sketchy Bull knows it. And that's really unfortunate for him. It's very easy to run wide through the S's as well, because you go in too deep, and that's track limits. You go in too wide, and that's a lot of time lost. So you gotta really just kind of make sure you thread the needle a little bit in a small way. Not that intensely, but still.
Alfa Romeo looking pretty good.
Andy is not, however, because he just retired in the pits. Unfortunately, P5 will be his best, but someone else may be capable of beating it. Sketchy Bull is not going to be one of them. He is almost 9 seconds down. Ketchin is relatively even. Winfro is not finding much improvement. Yellow Snowman has already given up, it looks like. Can no one else improve here? We have Esteban and
is improving.
Drunken Shamrock. Oh, that's a little bit of time lost, so I had to kind of course correct his car there. I mean, we'll see. Only a couple hundred separate him and Giantsfan, so if he can pull out just a little bit of time here in this final sector, it could be enough to put himself onto the third row. Ketchin crosses the line, puts himself P8. Can Drunken Shamrock beat Ketchin and Giantsfan? Nope, he can't. That's it. Yellow Snowman, he's invalidated. And so
he wants his screen time again. He wants his screen time.
Wait, what?
Yellow wants his screen time again. He was saying earlier that he just wants screen time.
Alright, well, here's the screen time. Alright, that's enough. Anyways, Gwenfro, meanwhile, he's already... I mean, he's the only driver left, so we're just waiting on him to go across the line, and that'll be the end of qualifying. Yeah, Giantsfan, is this the second time he's qualified outside of the top 5?
So.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is interesting. He's been having a very hard time.
While we're waiting on the standings, not standings, but the results to pop up, I will do a little shout out to Mr. Mock Mage for winning Tier 6.
Yeah, I expected to be fighting for, like, P7 at best, I'm not gonna lie, and then, I qualify on the front row, get to the lead turn 1, only to look back and see just carnage at turn 1. And I feel like I'm the embodiment of that meme of that plane flying past that massive explosion. It's just like, oh. Nathan only
Paige.
qualified P9 though. Yeah.
Esteban Latifi's P2. He just wrote in chat that turn 1 is rough with no practice. Oh, God. I'm afraid. Third one's gonna be mayhem.
Yeah, turn 1, I mean, it's gonna be kind of a terrifying corner. I mean, out of all the tracks for turn 1, lap 1, this is one of the more risky ones. Still not nearly as bad as Monza turn 1. I will forever say Monza turn 1 is one of the most terrifying corners in Formula 1. But yeah, COTA is nostalgia either when it comes to stuff like this. Other corners, other turn 1s that I would say is up there. Um, Technically, I would say Imola,
Mexico.
but technically they don't count because it's turn 2 for that big corner. Mexico is one of them. Yep, it's absolutely one of them. Singapore. Um,
Belgium.
and Belgium can be, but it doesn't
If you
happen
have
as
Grosjean
often.
there.
Well, yeah, but it's Grosjean. Like, that's a given. That's Grosjean at any corner.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I reckon we'll have the race starting in just a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how this entire thing plays out. A couple of our front runners, not as high as we would expect them to be. Granted, in one case, they had a little bit of a hard time connecting, and so kind of lost out due to that. He's going to have a lot of ground to make up.
Just gonna be going here in just one time. Looks like a beautiful day here in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any what weather is going to happen, unfortunately. So, well, yeah, I mean, let's face it. Our best race is always when we have dynamic weather. When it's wet at one point and dry at another. Qatar, our very first race, comes to mind regarding that.
Mm-hmm. Everyone just seems to be getting all their strategies in order. Fun fact, I've actually been on this pit lane.
What, IRL? For
Yeah.
what?
I was at Circuit of the Americas for 2021. I was there at Vettel in the Aston going up against George in the Williams. But I got to do a pit lane walk, so I'm practicing. Here we go.
Here we go. 5 red lights coming on here in Texas. And the five red lights are out and we're underway. Freebird is
Aw.
disqualified for a collision with Molly. What happened? Anyways,
Aw.
Alan Toes goes through. What happened to Freebird? Alan Toes gets ahead into the lead. And he keeps ahead of Giantsfan. Giantsfan currently just getting ahead of Ketchin. And it's a car spun out a little bit further back. Who is that? Drunken Shamrock and Midnight are out of the race. And that's going to be a safety car. What happened to Freebird?
I found out what happened. He jumped to start and hit. Giants fans out!
Giantsfan! What happened to Giantsfan?
What the hell is happening?
What just
He made
happened?
contact with Chili! Chili just took out Giants fan. Came the possums out!
What is happening?
We're dropping like flies!
Another driver's out. We have.
Oh, restart.
Okay.
Neil's calling for a restart.
Oh, what happened? What caused the restart? This suddenly makes way more sense. Oh, I thought this was real. I thought this was real. You don't mess my emotions like that, man.
I was enjoying the carnage.
I was.
Sketchy's P1. Sketchy's P1. I'm enjoying it for the moment.
And he's gone.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. What just happened?
Latifi's P1.
Ugh.
Oh, I was enjoying that. Okay. I was enjoying that. Well,
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta make an adjustment real quick.
mm, uh,
Okay, there we go.
why did we have to restart? I was enjoying
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what happened. Can we get any information on what just happened there?
Apparently, Yellow said it was a jump start, which led to a collision, which collision before lights out says a DSQ. But apparently, he didn't release his clutch.
So there was a glitch.
Yes.
I mean, does he have confirmation? Like, does he have it on stream that he
I
did not release the clutch?
I have no idea.
And that is weird.
I was enjoying that.
I mean, it could be like I've seen this maybe once before where the piper lights would come on. It went out for only one person,
Mhm.
and like for some reason it bugged and it happened early for them, and so they just went.
I I was enjoying that. It was for the first time ever a Giants fan L.
I mean, I I think he took a pretty big L last week after the penalty.
He was about to take an even bigger one this week.
Yeah, no kidding.
I
Because I mean,
sent you an invite.
if he actually did fully DNF like that, and then Nathan went on, I mean, oh man, how do you
Well, Andy
recover a
was
gap
further
like
up the
that?
road. Andy was looking good.
Yeah,
I'm expecting Giants fans just to pop in and chat and be like, "I hate you."
I get that a lot.
uh, yes, Jordan. His appeal did get denied. Can confirm.
Yeah,
Yellow, you're in the thing. I was enjoying that. He was out of the race. We would have had good battling.
I mean, we aren't praying for Giants fans' downfall, but I mean, seeing a top runner like suddenly get removed from the equation really mixes things up.
It does. Mate, you need another invite.
Take a look here. I'm gonna see if this one will work. Okay, we're in.
Try to steal MRK's seat and just be like, I'm driving now.
Nah. Ooh.
I mean, we had contact earlier today. Dang, he took the seat. We're waiting on one more. Who are we waiting on, actually? We're waiting on... Who's in the other Ferrari?
We're waiting on Benzo.
I have Benzo at it. I can play Benzo.
Everybody, sorry for the delay. We'll be back up and running in just a minute.
We had a lobby restart. I think we just got Benzo in. We did. Snake, yeah, he's getting sweatier every race. Yes,
I
yes,
mean,
it is.
it has been though. Like when we first started commentating, and it was widely regarded as kind of like, oh, this is a chill, fun championship where like everybody just has a little bit of fun. They don't take it like 100% seriously all the time. And we're
Ow.
just here to have a good time. Yeah, no, that is not the case anymore. We have seen it just last week of evidence of that much. These drivers are no longer viewing it that way. They are viewing this as a legitimate championship that they want to win. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes me very excited because that means our racing is only going to get better. I mean, I think we already have a very high standard when it comes to good racing. And well, if the last two says anything, I think this is going to be another banger once we get back into it.
You know what it also means is they're taking it seriously.
What?
It'll be another championship that Sketchy never wins.
Big oof.
I know Sketchy's probably listening and it's gonna kill me later.
Has Gucci won it all this season?
This season, no.
So I have more W's than him this season thus far. Cool.
Interesting.
Good to know.
Interesting. You still have less L's than me overall.
Yeah, I still can't believe I won that tier 6 race. I
Yeah.
was not expecting that. My expectations were like
Can you at least
low.
thank your race engineer?
Oh yeah, yeah. You did a really good job engineering for me. But I mean, like, man, that was ridiculous. Just,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm probably gonna be like around here. I did not expect to be like up there. Still, I mean, if I can, I'm gonna go for the championship at this point. Might as well.
Right.
Although I honestly think the championship fight, which is far more interesting, is the one here right now. The top three, correct me if I'm wrong, Giantsfan, Nathan, and Andy.
Wrong order, but yes.
Well, not in any particular order, but those three.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know Moldy Dragon isn't too far off himself due to sheer consistency.
I'll just run through the top
Yeah,
5 that are all within 10 points since we have time. Nathan with 28, Andy 25, Giants fan 24, Drunken 20, and Moldy Dragon at 18.
yeah. So props to Moldy Dragon for still sticking up there right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, it's due to his consistency and managing to get what a P2 just last week. So
Yeah.
actually, that would be all of his points. I forget what happened to him in Qatar.
I honestly don't remember.
Oh, here we go. Countdown is starting.
no,
We're about to get back underway. Although I think we're missing a couple people.
No, full grid.
It is? It's everybody? Okay, yeah, you're right. Ooh.
It's 20, but it shows the 2 eyes instead of the 22. I also say this: the top 4 are pretty close in constructors since we have a minute.
Oh yeah.
Ferrari and Williams tied for the lead at 32. Ferrari has the edge currently because of Nathan winning, and Giantsfan has not won. I still think Edge would have gone Ferrari if that penalty did not take place, but I'm not entirely sure. But then you get Red Bull in third with 28, and Mercedes in fourth with 26. So I mean, these championships are getting pretty close early. Also, I have to say, I think it's a common Alfa Romeo L with Irons having 0 points and Chile having 0 points.
Well, they didn't do each other any favors last week.
No. None whatsoever.
Okay, here we go. After a very, very long wait, we are finally going to be able to get back underway. Going to take a minute for everybody putting their setups on. So instead of like the regular 30 seconds, it'll probably be more like a minute.
Yeah.
And just kind of let everybody put on their setups, get their strategies, fuel loads, etc., etc.
In that case, Mage, congrats on the win today. How was it feeling out there?
Pretty good. I again didn't expect the pace. But yeah, my heart rate. I mean, I already mentioned this during the tier 1 stream. For those who don't know, I have like anxiety issues, and like I went into this race with zero expectations. And even then, my heart rate was just like, and I'm just like, why? I have literally no expectations, and yet I'm still nervous about this.
I mean, I'm just waiting for you to actually get an interview and just hear your honest thoughts, because I feel like it would be fairly funny.
Yeah, I during the entire race, like as the time went on, it went from da 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 to da 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 da, and I'm like, okay, it's better, I'm good,
And
I'm
then the
not
last
going
two
to die.
laps.
The last 2 laps, like, I'm not gonna lie, on the penultimate lap, I was one track limits away from ruining my race. And I'm just like, keep calm, keep calm. And I literally just focused on nothing but the track in front of me, and I'm just went for it. Ugh.
Yeah, because he was what? Oh,
Oh, here we go. 5 red lights are going to come on at long last as we get going underway once again. The 5 red lights are out and we are underway. Alan Toast does not get an ideal start. Estenbot is already on top of him, but Alan Toast manages to keep ahead going into turn 1. Giantsfan, though, really close, 3 wide there. Giantsfan is in very real danger at the moment, getting overtaken by Ketchin, potentially going through the S's. Ketchin has to back out. Giantsfan has to remain behind. Taking a look here, I think Ketchin was on hard tires. Yes, he was. Interesting tire variety we have here. So you can see it is honestly kind of ridiculous how many different strategies we have going on here. Nathan getting ahead of Drunken Shamrock and slowly catching up to one of his championship rivals. And that's Gwenfro trying to battle Drunken Shamrock as well. It does not work out for him. The Haas driver remains ahead, but he still has 2 Haas's chasing close behind. And meanwhile, up ahead, that's Alan Toast and Snaky fighting for the lead. Snaky gets past Andy, meanwhile, has some work to do, especially since he has Chili all over the back of him. Despite Chili being on significantly slower tires, he's keeping up just fine. Oh, what was that? Big moment for Chili, and that was a lot of time lost. Sketchy is now able to get alongside, but he won't be able to get ahead here just yet. And he also has a Rapid Williams behind to deal with. Nathan, meanwhile, continuously making some moves, is now almost caught up to Giantsfan.
Oh, no.
The last time these two went toe-to-toe, it ended dramatically, to say the least.
Yeah. I saw Sketchy's overtake on Giantsfan. It was a nice send into the hairpin.
I thought he was about to make a nice send right there into Chili, but chose to back out there instead. Meanwhile, is that Giantsfan almost getting overtaken by Nathan there? Yeah, these two are very close right now. Meanwhile, Snaky, despite attempting to make a full getaway, isn't really pulling that off. Alan Toast is keeping him close and honest. Andy, meanwhile, on a really aggressive strategy with the soft tires, not entirely paying off right now because he's got an Alfa Romeo not too far behind, as well as another Alfa Romeo behind him. And yeah, all these drivers are keeping very close, with the exception of Cape Possum losing a little bit of time here. MRK trying to gain a little bit of time and perhaps get past the AlphaTauri. Meanwhile, looks like Alan Toast may attempt to dive on Snaky here. No, he won't. He's going to back out. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, still, everybody is incredibly close.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the 2 Alpines duking it out here? Looks like Gwenfro maybe losing position to his teammate, but no, he defends well, keeps himself ahead, and makes it a double move here to get past Drunken Shamrock. He's fighting it back, though, and puts himself back ahead of the Alpine. Whew.
Giantsfan's trying to get back ahead of Sketchy. Oh, we have a pit stop. We have damage. It's Chili and Nate. No, it's Chili and Andy.
Yeah, they both dive into the pits. Let's take a look and see what's going on with both of them. Do they both just have damage and need to make this happen?
It goes from winning.
This is a strategy call for Andy.
Wow. He might have been forced in.
Oh, I mean, if so, that's horrific. Yeah, Chili, oh man, losing out that early Yeah, that's a race ruiner right there.
Oh,
Speaking
no,
of,
Esteban.
yeah, speaking of, there it is. 3 seconds can mean a lot of time around here. Trust me, I know it was really gonna get close. And it's very easy to lose it in the S's, especially to lose those track limits. So this can be a lot of time lost, and those penalties can really stack up over time. I've seen as high as 15 seconds before. I think at one point even 21 seconds. Which I gotta say, that's over a pit stop's worth of time lost right there, so that's massive. And speaking of time lost, Sneaky just lost position to Alan Toast, and Alan Toast retakes the lead. Esteban still keeping close. Meanwhile, Sketchy is doing well to hold off Giantsfan and Nathan, both of whom are in this championship fight. Sketchy, though, proving that he can fight with the best of them.
Sure, though. That's not gonna help him out too much. We have yellow flags.
He's got enough on
What's going
notification.
on?
Um.
No, it didn't.
Okay, this is a real life F1 update. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc have both been disqualified for technical breaches. Both of them.
You
Oh,
keep watching. I'm looking.
that
keep
is
watching, I'm looking at
huge. Yeah. Oh.
Lando P2.
Lando P2.
Signs. Oh god, why is Checo? No, this is not helping. Because now
Wait.
Checo gets P4.
Checo could hold on to P2 in this championship now because of that. It's like the universe is working against Lewis Hamilton to make sure Checo gets this P2.
Mage!
What?
Logan Sargent got a point!
Smoking Sargent
Oh my god. I kid you not. I'm wearing his hat.
And
Oh
there it is.
God.
I was waiting for somebody in chat to comment from Testarossa. 1 WTF is a kilometer.
Okay, that's that. Meanwhile, Yellow's up in the PA. Alpine making some moves.
He is making some moves. Definitely having a hard time getting past Chuck and Shamrock still. And now, what is Esteban doing here? He is not even fighting Giantsfan here. Giantsfan just strolls on. Wait, actually, no, never mind. Esteban is still fighting this. He's not going to want to give this up just yet. And Nathan is also maybe looking for an opportunity here. Giantsfan can't get through, leaving both of them still behind. I still can't believe this is how Logan Sargent gets points. Still, points are points.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Logan Sargent grabbing his first F1 point with P10 on home soil. It's confirmed.
Yeah, that's absolutely
been 2 points.
Wait, hang on here. Looks like okay, never mind. It's not happening. Meanwhile, Snakey and Alan Toast still duking it out here. Alan Toast makes a brilliant switchback though to try and hold on to P1. Sketchy Ball gets a 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, Alan Toast is forced to relinquish. Okay, nope, I spoke too soon. He's still going for this, but he's going to struggle on the exit. Snakey goes wide though. And he's still fighting here. They're both still going side by side. Can Alan Toast keep ahead and maintain the lead? Either way, though, for sure. They're going to be losing a lot of time to drivers behind. They bang wheels. And still side by side for half a lap. These two keep it close. Alan remains ahead, but Snakey's going to try and fight this. Alan Toast made his one defensive move. They almost come together, violently so. Meanwhile, Nathan and Giantsfan almost... No, they do come together.
Yikes! Yellow flags?
Guanfro has spun.
Oh, we have multiple cars.
Oh, that's a safety car.
Safety car. Now we can fully break down what the hell just happened.
Yeah,
in
we
F1.
can take a little bit of a breather because I really thought I was about to suffocate to death there.
Logan Sargent. USA, USA,
Oh wait,
USA.
according to Seta Relevant, I apologize if I butchered your name. The first American to score a point in F1 since Michael Andretti's P3 at Monza in home soil.
Oh,
1993. It has
was the
been
last
30 years.
And you know what? That's also on the old points system.
Yeah, that's true, which were far more ruthless. Speaking
Yep.
of, so were the stewards.
Aston but under safety car. Oh my god. You know what? You know what? You already know what I'm gonna say, but I'm not gonna say it. But you and I both know
you're
what
gonna
we're
say Drunken
waiting for.
Shamrock is a free pit stop, and he really needs to because he has a broken front wing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't, but yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That certain video that we'll be waiting for a week.
Oh yes, Rocket Power Mohawk.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I mean, if anyone takes him seriously, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to tell you. Like this guy very clearly doesn't take much seriously, although he does rightfully call out Team LH and like basically the extremist fans because, well, you know, they're horrible people. Gary likes to stay out. I question that decision.
Yeah.
Because almost
Bob's
everybody else is boxing. Well, Midnight should not, though, because, I mean, he just went on these hard tires. I mean, the hards, they could make it to the end, but, man, they're going to be struggling.
They should only be at, like, 60.
Nah, I wouldn't be so sure.
They did it in Tier 1, that's what they were at.
Well, Alan Toast is very clearly going for a two-stopper, medium soft, most likely. And, well, this is more than likely a gamble on a later safety car, and that gamble could pay off.
That is very true.
From Bob's in the chat. I swear down on me Nan's grave.
Swear down on me Nan's grave.
Yeah, I mean, he is, like, a vicious Stroll hater. And, well, you know,
vicious.
I will say, credit where credit is due, Stroll actually had a very good race today. He actually did. Had a very good comeback drive, was keeping up with Fernando, managed to go from pit lane to points. I mean, like, what more could he ask? He did a good job.
I can ask for more American points on American soil.
Well, yeah, but he's in a Williams.
Look what the TV wrote.
Yeah, I see that. Summary of RPM. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a summary, but I mean, he's great. This week's episode, that's the one where he went on about the Qatar GP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was glorious.
He broke the stable.
Yeah. I mean, again, obviously, like, he's one of those YouTubers that very clearly puts on, like, a character, and this isn't who he actually is. Yeah. Okay, I mean, he should have pit earlier, but now he's going to lose a ton of track position for this.
Down, down, down.
Yeah, there he goes. All the way to P-less, it looks like.
No.
Nah, maybe it's going to be cutting it close. No, he made it.
No, he got it.
I mean, close enough.
Yep. Still very close. Also, I will say, look at freaking MRK.
Yeah, he's up in P7, although he has yet to pit. And while Nathan looks like he really did get advice from Ferrari strategists this time around.
Well, at least he didn't get the DSQ advice.
Yeah, well, Charles was already
also
ruined that
want to see
entire
those.
GP.
I want to know I need to find the freaking documents that say why they got disqualified. Like which part of the car got them disqualified? You know.
You get DSQ'd if you got in pole position but didn't win this season. Oh man, because Lewis got DSQ'd, I already know that Team LH is just gonna have like a full-blown meltdown again.
His video's gonna be like half an hour long, just going over what happened.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, some of those fans need to calm down. It happens sometimes, you know? It happened to Charles. And, well, honestly, that's just, like, classic Charles luck. So, no surprise there. I mean, at the very least, even though Lewis is disqualified, he knows that his car can potentially fight the Red Bulls now. Like, it could have potentially happened. Had the race been a few laps longer, he was gaining on Max. Especially since Max's brakes just went kaput.
I found out why they got disqualified.
Why? Fuel?
Their skid pads were in the wrong places. In accordance to the regulations, they were in illegal places.
How did they mess that up?
I'll explain once we get a lull in the moment, since we are
about to get back underway. Alan Toads is going to be leading them off. And right now he may look like he has an advantage, but I think the overall strategy is not going to play out in his favor unless a safety car happens. Here we go, back underway. Alan Toads is going to lead them off and makes a very solid getaway at that. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, everybody's keeping close for the most part. Drunken Shamrock, though, rapidly gaining on Yellow Snowman. Is he going to go for a dive? He's sending it into turn one, but he doesn't get past the Alpine.
Nope. Yellow did very good defending right there. Keep him right where you wanted him.
Oh, this is a wonderful camera angle to view these cars flying through the S's right now. Nathan all over the back of Giantsfan as they make their way through these corners. Nathan running a little bit wide, though. He's going to be looking for a potentially better angle. Oh, what a good exit from him. He's going to be able to get alongside the Williams going into the next turn. Chilling gets a time penalty. And going around, I think Nathan has just gotten the pace, but they're still side by side. It is indeed a drag race, and it looks like Giantsfan is going to be winning this drag race. Despite Nathan getting a little bit of a tow here. Oh, wait, looks like it's going to be close going into this corner. Going around. Nathan. Yep, Nathan has gotten him. That soft tire traction really gave him the advantage he needed. And now he's all over the back of Esteban and Snaky, desperate to find a way past and hope that this gamble will pay off. And wow, really good move there on the inside. Can he fully complete it, though? Because Esteban's still hanging on. I don't think it'll be for much longer, though. Oh, it's close here. Around the penultimate corner, Nathan gets past as Giantsfan takes the opportunity to make a move himself. He says, thanks for that. I'm going to go on ahead into P4. Although I don't think Esteban is going to just take that line down. Most certainly not. Giantsfan is going to have to defend going into turn one. And is this a switchback from Esteban? Can he get past Giantsfan here?
No way.
Side by side.
No.
He's going to have to relinquish. He has to back out here. Esteban loses out, but still is in the top 5.
Yeah. But also, this is the first lap Nathan's been ahead of Giantsfan since the last lap of Japan last week.
Yeah, and here we go. Snaky now having to defend from this really aggressive Ferrari. I don't think there will be much point in defending this position because Nathan is going to quickly make his way through. Alan DC'd, and Andy's out!
Andy's out! Safety car!
Oh,
well,
no.
This seems like a good point to discuss why they got disqualified.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, there's cars everywhere. I just saw it on the stream. Oh, Jesus. Their planks got worn too much.
Oh, that actually makes perfect sense. The planks on the bottom of their cars were too worn down. That's a standard regulation. And so their cars are just riding too low for that.
And it says in regulations that they need to be cognizant about how the track is surfaced and prepare the planks for that.
Yeah, they need to be really cognizant about it. Like Aston Martin Aramco cognizant about it.
That's very funny. Very funny.
Yeah, I know. I have peak humor. Anyways,
Fair.
full safety car. Well, if only that will work out for a certain
Nathan.
Ferrari driver in third place, and he has a free pit stop right now, and he's going in. Okay,
Good.
I was about
Hard.
to say, if he did not go in, I would have said that was the stupidest call I've ever seen.
Oh,
Thankfully,
I
though.
would have hit him with the freaking book.
Oh yeah,
MRK's also in. Drunken's in. These are good calls as well.
Nathan looking to
Wait,
go on the
why is Drunken
medium
in? Hold on.
tires. Wait, Drunken Shamrock, actually not a bad call. Hang on, he might be cooking here. What's set?
Oh wait, front wing. He's going.
And honestly, going on the hard tires, these are going to be a little bit fresher than the others, so this could work out. MRK
Nathan?
taking this opportunity to pit for fresh rubber. Good call from him. Honestly, smart move from the Williams driver to stay out, and now he's going to be on fresher tires than the others. Nathan, meanwhile, up in P9, as I think Benzo just let his teammate pass. If so...
He went off the track and let him by, which is legal.
Yeah, that's fully legal, and a very good team call. Shout out to Benzo for making a very good team play there.
Yeah. I will say, freaking Tier 1 proved that these mediums can last till the end of the race. From
Especially there's another safety car. Well, actually, there's another safety car
Not even.
like 10 laps from now. It's going to be softs. But yeah, it's very doable.
But it's... We heard
16
from,
laps.
I believe it was Double A's, that his tires from this point going to the end on mediums did about 75%.
Oh.
Like, they will be screaming, but can make it.
So, Andy, once again, having horrific luck. Like, it seems, as long as he can finish the race, he'll win. It's just a matter of finishing the race.
I mean, isn't that like a pretty big line? First you have to finish.
Well, yeah. I mean, you really should say that to Red Bull in 2018. Seriously, though,
I feel like I should say that for Irons.
Well, Irons didn't even show up. So...
Well, he didn't finish then.
He didn't start either. You can't DNF if you don't start in the first place. Big brain moment. Wait, Freebird is spinning now? Okay, I questioned this call. Because now he's going to lose a ton of track position. I really don't think that was worth it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was a very poor call, unless he felt really uncomfortable on those hard tires. If so, I mean, fair enough, but those hards could have easily made it to the end, and he just went from the top 10 all the way down to dead last.
F1 is currently updating the points on their website.
Oh yeah, from Bob's. In the early eras of F1, a driver has a DNS, DSQ, and DNF. Yeah, that is very true. One driver was too slow for the 107% rule, but they allowed him to start anyways. Well, it was either that or he decided to race anyways, and they didn't notice until later, and then they disqualified him, and then he crashed. It was something like that, I think. I don't remember exactly, but I think it went something like that.
Hey, Mage.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd say this, but Logan Sargent is ahead of Daniel Ricciardo in the World Championship.
Well, I mean, to be fair, though, Daniel Ricciardo also had to deal with an Aston Martin. Like, literally had to deal with it.
He also literally had to deal with the frickin' strategy calls.
Well, it wasn't just a strategy calls. He literally had a piece of debris stuck in his car and then, like, damaged the underfloor and stuff. He had a really unlucky race.
Sketchy says pain? Why are you saying pain, Sketchy? You're doing pretty well.
I mean, he's saying pain because he's hearing this, and as a certified Danny Rick simp, it upsets him. I mean, I get it. I'm a certified Lando simp, and well, today was quite painful to witness.
I'm feeling pain. My freaking Ferrari. I swear to God.
Yeah. It's why, like, for an introductory Formula 1 fan, if I introduce anybody to it, I just say the one golden rule: never root for the Italians. Anyways, or the French. Anyways, Alan Toast is going to be getting back underway, and he's going to be leading them off. And yeah, these tires, if a couple more safety cars happen, those mediums could make it to the end, but he's still going to be having a bit of a hard time. Meanwhile, Nathan on fresh rubber is going to be able to make some aggressive moves here once again. Giants fan, it'll be in his best interest to make some moves himself and put as many cars between himself and Nathan ASAP.
Yeah, Nathan's gonna be on a freaking charge, so I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, Nathan's already on one, almost went into the back of Ketchin. He's going to be desperate to find a way past this AlphaTauri as quick as he can. Speaking of, he's already on the back. Can he dive on the inside here, perhaps, and make it? He's going to go for it. What a dive from the Ferrari. And very well executed, practically textbook there. He puts himself ahead, now chasing after Moldy Dragon. Meanwhile, a bit further up, I don't see any moves happening. Oh, wait, never mind. I completely just missed Moldy Dragon getting past Yellow Snowman, and I think that was a lockup from Nathan there, as he continues to try and fight past Yellow Snowman. No way. He's not going to be able to pull this off. They almost come together there. Nathan is not holding back whatsoever. He puts himself ahead now in P7. Nathan is on an absolute tear right now. He is quickly whittling down this gap to these front runners. Moldy Dragon gets a time penalty, and I think he's about to be not just a victim of the stewards, but of Nathan. Already he's all over the back of him. Nathan now burning a lot of his battery to make this happen. Moldy Dragon just surges ahead. Still, despite that, Nathan is going for the dive. Can he get past the Red Bull? No, he cannot. He has to remain behind for now. And not where he wants to be, losing even more time to the front runners. Caution, that is Norbesh and Freebird coming together. And yeah, that gamble for Freebird has absolutely not paid off, especially with front wing damage. Moldy has spun indeed. He's completely off. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Red Bull driver. He's going to have to rejoin very carefully. And now he's free to all the way down at P16. And that removes yet another obstacle between Nathan and the lead.
You know what, Mage? I finally realized why Sketchy said pain.
Why?
Look what's behind him.
Oh yeah, that Ferrari in the mirror is faster than it appears. So,
objects are closer than they appear.
Yeah, just replace the word closer with faster. Oh, Nathan is already almost in DRS range. After a couple quarters, I think he will be. And yep, but there it is.
Not even a couple, one.
Oh, man. Sketchy Bull is going to be in very real danger. He's going to have to be very careful. A 3-second time penalty for Giants fan.
We still have half of the Grand Prix left, and he has a penalty.
Sketchy Bull is going to have to defend for his life. I just can't help with that scene, think of that scene in The Simpsons where it's just that kid in the back of the bus just going, I'm in danger. And that's Sketchy Bull right now, just looking back, seeing Nathan all over him. Catching gets past Yellow Snowman.
I might not even fight Nathan.
Yeah.
At this point. You have a 4-second gap behind them. I believe Freebird's retiring in the
probably. Oh, Sketchy Bull runs wide. That's going to be a lot of time lost, and Nathan is going to be able to cut yet another driver down to size. Nathan gets ahead going to the next corner, and I think he's going to have DRS as well.
Yeah, he should have DRS on.
Five drivers now fighting for the lead here. One just joining in, but Sketchy Bull's fighting it back. He gets ahead of Nathan.
Snakey takes the lead as well.
Good move from Sneaky. Meanwhile, Giantsfan is watching on, knowing that time penalty he has is going to hurt him. Meanwhile, Nathan, I imagine he is a little bit displeased with Sketchy Bull ahead of him, and he wants to rectify that mistake. He puts himself once again ahead of the Red Bull. Sketchy, though, still desperate to hold on to position, is going to try and fight tooth and nail for P5, but it's not for much longer as Nathan puts himself further up.
Check time penalties. Look at Esteban's penalties.
Let me guess. He has got 9. How did he have 9 seconds already?
I don't know, but he has 9 seconds. And
Alan-
how's Allen in 4th?
Alan Toast is dropping back. Something has happened to him. Meanwhile, Giants fan, I know, is relieved to be up in at least 2nd place now, because that Ferrari is looking and looming ever closer.
Should I play the Jaws theme?
Literally, that's what it is right now. It's just that the shark is very red.
It's very red from the blood.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it because of being a Ferrari, but sure, we'll go with that. Oh, here he goes.
Flag, that's more bash.
Nathan, I think, is going to try another dive here. Oh, never mind. He elects to stay behind this time around. But I think he's going to use plenty of battery.
It would have been a bit aggressive.
Yeah, I agree. Playing it safe is not a bad call. Let's see what happens. Giants
gets in the lead?
Yeah, he finally moves up into the lead, and now he needs to pull the biggest gap he can muster. And put a lot of distance between himself and Nathan, because right now there are 3 cars in between, and Nathan needs to make some moves happen here.
Wait.
He's looking for any chance to get past Allen, but it is easier said than done.
You're saying that he might go for it right here. Yellow flags. Who's that? It's Ketchin. There's a giant shut. There's like 5 cars all stopped. Safety car is out.
This might be a time for everybody to pit.
Giants.
Oh, yep, everybody's pitting.
No. Pit.
Nathan,
There's a better and he's out. They're both out.
Yeah, Allen making a ridiculously late call to just dive into the pits like that. I honestly think if anyone's to blame, it is Allen Toast. That was honestly kind of ridiculous. He was already passed. That shouldn't have happened.
Was that?
That was Allen committing a grave error, and Nathan once again having abysmal luck.
There's a line I like for this mage. Time to commit great crime.
Yeah, Nathan, I think, is going to have more than a few words to say for having been taken out 2 races in a row under circumstances where he didn't really do anything wrong.
Yeah, he was pitting.
Yeah, and well...
I do believe Allen crossed that solid white line. You are not allowed to cross that solid white line.
Yeah, he's gonna get a penalty for that for sure. I mean, he made that move so late into the pits. Like, that was kind of ridiculous. He just dived right into Nathan's way. He had no way to react to that. What?
What? Allen's internet went out.
Oh,
are you kidding? That was just
way.
AI.
I mean...
Oh, wait, no. No, sorry, that was earlier. He just said I am stupid.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, Charlotte Leclerc, is that you?
I mean, that was definitely a Leclerc-worthy moment.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for Nathan. I mean, like... He should be fighting up here in the lead at this point.
Minico, I realized that. I corrected myself. Thank you very much.
Oh.
We do not accept your slander here. I'm the only one allowed to slander. I'm commentating. Mage.
I can't believe that just happened. Why? Why does this keep happening?
What is with these time penalties? 3, 4, 5. What's going on over here?
Giants fan may just be losing out on another win because Snakey is right behind and he has no time penalties to his name. And he chose soft tires. Very aggressive call here. I don't know if that's going to pay off, though.
It's going to be very bold.
Yeah, but I do think there's such a thing as too bold.
Sketchy might get a penalty removed.
Why?
He took avoiding action to avoid a crash and got a 3-second for it.
Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't exceed track limits any further,
if he doesn't get another warning, he can get it removed. If he gets another warning, he's pretty much out of luck.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Nathan. He cannot catch a break.
That was painful.
He should have like 2. He should be on a 3-win streak right now at this point.
Mage.
What?
MRK's in the points again.
Yeah, good for him.
Yellow's in the points. Can he finally score a point?
From Laddie. Now I know who's getting the 1 league clover award. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
No
no
kidding.
kidding at all.
Yeah, this
I
is
say he finally got a point.
absolutely
Yellow does have
absurd.
14 points, so I'm gonna take that statement back. Sorry, Yellow.
This is absolutely horrific, though, for Nathan. I still can't believe that, man.
It's updated, Mage.
What's updated?
The standings.
What? Wait, what standings? Like IRL or?
IRL. It now has Logan Sargent with 1 point.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
mean,
he's already
hey,
better
you know
than
what?
George Russell and Nicholas Latifi and Nikita Mazepin.
I mean, I will say this. I mean, some people can look at this like, oh, he was lucky that
He
happened.
had a good race.
But at the same time, he had a good race, and he was skilled enough to put his car where it needed to be to get him those points. Don't argue. Points are points.
And he almost got
those.
Albon. He
Yeah.
almost got Albon.
So honestly, good from Logan Sargent. I think getting that points finish will help him a lot with his
You know what the
stocks.
crazy thing is? I'll say this right before we go again.
Yeah.
Albon almost got another 5-second time penalty. He was one more venture past the white lines away.
Yeah. Okay, Giantsfan is going to be leading them off potentially for the last time. So here are the tires. We're going to take a look at the penalties here. Sketchy has 6 seconds, so it doesn't matter what happens. He's going to have 3 seconds at the very least. So here we go. Giantsfan is going to be leading them off, but Snaky's immediately going to go on the attack here. He's not going to be able to make a move into turn 1 unless he tries an insane dive, which he doesn't. Oh, wait, hang on a second. He just might. He's putting a wheel alongside Giantsfan, really trying to put him under pressure. Cannot make it happen, though. Now, Snaky is making a very risky gamble here, choosing to stay on these soft tires and not go for a fresh set of mediums, because he'll have a lot of pace in the beginning, but could lose out on a lot by the end. So if he wants to make this count, he needs to get past Giantsfan immediately.
A yellow flags. I think we might have a crash.
Oh, Snaky almost goes directly into the back of Giantsfan. Very good save from him. And now he's going to have so much speed taken alongside. Giantsfan, though, I think has a little bit more straight line speed, perhaps, because he is keeping dead even. Snaky, though, has just burned a ton of battery. Yeah, coming together just a little bit. Giantsfan has to relinquish position now, and still has Estenbot and Sketchy Bolt to deal with behind, as Snaky's going to make a desperate getaway.
Yeah, and Snaky should be able to. Those soft tires will be very good for these first few laps. But Giants will start to definitely reel him in after that.
Yeah, that is definitely for sure. But, yeah, Giantsfan is still keeping close. Again, this is why I think the medium tires were the better call here, because if Giantsfan could just stay close and keep within DRS range, and then when the time comes, Giantsfan can reel him in, roar on past, then there's a win. Still, though, if Snaky wins this, we'll have had three races and 3 different race winners. Actually, if Giantsfan wins, we'll have had 3 different race winners.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's kind of insane.
Yeah. Also, Mage, I'm going to do a small flex real quick.
Alright.
I out-qualified Cape to Possum today, and I beat MRK today, so...
So you're saying right now you'll be fighting for points if you race in
no!
this... you heard it here, folks. Pat genuinely believes he's good enough for no assist. You may see him racing next week.
No.
Yeah, you and I both know you would DNF relatively quickly, as would I. Like there's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason why we're in here and not out there, because we are not that good.
Ooh, Giantsman had a little moment there, but reeled it back in.
Yeah, I mean, as each moment passes, Snaky is just being shown that this was not the call to make.
Or I don't know if it doesn't look like Snaky's full pushing right now.
I mean, if
Could he
he,
be saving tires?
I mean, if he is, I mean, I don't know if he's going to want to save for much longer because Giantsfan is going to be giving him a hard time. Diving on the inside. No, wait, Snaky completely outbrakes him. Giantsfan almost collides with him and has to back up, and that leaves him vulnerable to Esteban, and Giantsfan loses a ton of time for that potential move, and he's going to have to try and reel him back in. Meanwhile, Esteban is now all over the back of Giantsfan. Giantsfan now making a few mistakes here on the racing line. This could leave him vulnerable to the Alfa Romeo driver, and if Esteban does get past, that's going to give Giantsfan a huge headache for the rest of this race.
Yeah, as he's probably be hearing the Canadian national anthem.
Oh, here we go. Esteban has a little bit more speed here than Giantsfan. He is going to be able to take the fight to him, I think. This is going to be cutting it very close as we make our way down towards the next corner. Esteban has back out, though, because he didn't have as much pace as I thought. Never mind. And meanwhile, Giantsfan is already back up all over the back of Snaky. I still can't get over Nathan getting absolutely ruined.
Ruined might not be the word to use there.
I mean, I would say that is the operative word there, because, I mean...
I have another.
Okay.
Murder.
I mean, it kind of feels that way, like...
It looks personal.
It's just like Nathan is just strolling around the neighborhood, having a good day, and then suddenly every single neighbor comes out of that house and just guns him down immediately. Like, oh no! Giantsfan collides with Snaky, and that's going to cause him to lose position to Esteban. Snaky, I know, is probably not pleased about the collision, but is pleased about now seeing it in Alfa Romeo between himself and Giantsfan is going to use this opportunity to try and make a very quick getaway here.
Wait a minute, Mage. Are you thinking what I'm thinking right now?
Probably not. My head is kind of empty.
Sketchy Bull might send it on Giantsfan.
He's going for it! Okay.
Okay, I predicted the future. No way. He's all over the back of Giantsfan now.
He has the straight line speed. He could get past Giantsfan. He just might go for a dive here. Will he do it though? Is he gonna send it? No, he's not.
It was
Wait,
and I
just noticed Esteban got past Snaky.
Yeah, I don't know about that for Snaky because now Snaky's got the same problem again.
Yeah,
a certain Williams.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically back to square one, but Snaky does have a little bit of a saving grace because as long as he stays here, he has DRS. And so he's going to be able to hold off Giantsfan that much easier.
This is very true.
And well, Esteban, let's face it, there ain't no way he's winning this race. He's got 9 seconds, but Snaky, he's losing a little bit of time here to Snaky. To Esteban, oh my god. Snaky's losing time to himself, that's crazy. Anyways, a little bit further down, that's Normbash getting past Gwenfro, who goes a little bit wide, loses a couple positions. Gwenfro goes into the pits, and I have yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he just calls it quits. I wouldn't blame him.
I don't think we're gonna go that far. I think he's just gonna see what happens. I mean, throws another pair of soft tires on, see what he can do.
Yep, fresh soft tires for him, but he's gonna be all the way down in that's a 6 seconds for Giantsfan, and that is a lot of time lost for him. Very, very unfortunate. Meanwhile, Snaky still has none. Giantsfan, at this point, he's not even fighting for the win. He's having to fight for P3 because, well, or even P2 because Drunken Shamrock is right within range.
Yeah, I was about to say, Drunken Shamrock is technically in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Drunken Shamrock, he has a potential P2 here, but if he wants to make that happen, it'll probably be in his best interest to get past Sketchy Bull, because Sketchy Bull is dropping back, and he can't afford to lose more time. Speaking of Sketchy, I think he's burned out all of his ERS. Yes, he is. He is running on empty. Well, Drunken Shamrock is a little bit better off. And you can see here, Giantsfan is desperate here. I hope he doesn't get a little bit too desperate here, because shenanigans may occur. Now we saw he and...
Who's that falling
there's a
down?
safety car!
MRK. There was a collision between, I believe, MRK and Chili.
Wait, this could be a chance for some of these back runners to dive into the pits for fresh, soft tires. This could shake up the entire course of the race.
Opossum. Yellow. Catchy gets a drive-through. Yellow stays out.
Yellow elects to stay out. A questionable call, to be honest.
I would have gone in.
Yeah,
you're far enough ahead of your teammate, so you're not doing a double stack, per se.
Ketchin gets 2 drive-through penalties.
Ketchin, I'm sorry, I was just parking at this point.
He tried to take himself out.
He took out the meter board.
Yeah, Ketchin, yeah, he's retiring. I don't blame him.
I don't blame you at all. I feel bad for Ketchin.
Yeah.
I feel more bad for Nathan, but I still feel bad for Ketchin.
Oh, man.
Did Gwenfro jump anybody? No. No, he did not. I don't blame Gwenfro for staying out at all. He just pit for those soft tires.
Yeah.
But now he's not ruined.
Yeah, no, the real question is, will any of the front runners pit for soft tires? Now, honestly, look at the gap. Look at the gap. Which direction? Okay, if you look over to the right side of your screen, people, you will see on the mini map the huge gap that is in between these top drivers.
Don't get yellow. They're gonna get caped opossum.
Yeah. Look at this gap. 14 seconds. 14 seconds.
Wait,
okay, you can't actually see where I'm pointing. I'm pointing at my screen.
Yellow can do a stop now, and he's still P8.
Yeah, if I were yellow, I would absolutely go for that.
Fox.
Are you a chicken?
Gack.
Everybody is rolling in. Benzo, please. Okay, thank you. I was about to scream if he did not go into the pit lane. Okay, so Yellow Snowman, he has a potential for a free pit stop. Actually, it may have been a good call to stay out. As long as he chooses to go in, literally right now, please do so. Thank you. I feel much better. Okay, anyways.
I was about to slander the ever-loving life out of him.
Yeah, Giantsfan has a struggle of a pit stop, though. He's down to P5.
Sketchy W, question mark?
This is very possible.
No way. Well, his only problem is that there is a certain drunken shamrock.
Yeah, now, because of how many laps are remaining, the safety car could go in at the end of this lap. I don't think it will, though. I think it'll go in at the end of next lap.
26. It'll go in at the end of 26. We're gonna have a 2-lap shootout, Mage. Again.
Yeah, 2-lap shootout again. What is with this season and absolutely wild finales? We've had this 2 races in a row already, and this makes it number 3.
Esteban popping in chat saying the state car absolutely screws me with my pens. Yeah, they might hand you the freaking book of Suffer. Mage knows that book pretty well.
Yeah. Ooh.
MRK is unfortunately not gonna probably be able to score. But you know who might score, Mage?
Norbash?
Look who's in P. Look who's in P11.
Well, yeah, but considering some of the situations that have occurred, I don't know.
Hopium. I can't wait to see the actual full breakdown of the stats from this race, because that's gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I still can't get over Nathan, man. Like, that shouldn't have happened. That should not have happened. I think that was, obviously no Seward, but I think that was pretty slam dunk Alan's fault. But
he already admitted it in the chat. Okay,
you know what? The fact that he knew what he did wrong and fully admitted it, I respect that. But he's gonna get a penalty later. So,
I'm sure.
He'll probably get a qualifying ban for the next race.
I don't know. I don't know where he has. I don't pen.
I mean, well, obviously, since they DNF, they can't apply any time penalties here. And if they did, it wouldn't mean anything. So,
I'm checking things. I don't think Alan has. Alan has no penalty points, so I mean, it would have to be a pretty hefty penalty to get to that point.
well, I mean, his actions did completely take a driver out of the race. So if we're going by consequences, he could have like a quality ban at the very least next race, or he could just have a time
Okay.
penalty added on by the end of his next race.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what they'll do. Obviously, again,
we'll
no
see.
Stewart, but yeah. Yeah,
I
looks
mean,
like you
and
were right. It is going to go in this lap more than likely. We're going to get that call once
I
we go
would
in
be
the back
shocked if it
straight.
doesn't, as everyone's caught up.
Yeah, everyone's caught up. Only a couple laps left, so that means no DRS for anybody.
You,
It's going to be
you
full
know
hard
what?
racing.
If I was Gwenfro, I would have pit that lap with for brand new soft tires to have a slight advantage.
That honestly would have been a brilliant call, but it's
But now
fine.
there's no point. Now there's no point.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? You're last. You have a penalty. Brand new soft. See if you could pull some shenanigans and get a point.
Yeah, all Sinky needs to do is keep within range of Estenba
Or overtake.
or overtake and not get any penalties for 2 laps, and he's going to win.
Gachi could also pull off a podium here.
Hitchy could very well pull off a podium if the gap is big enough, and Benzo is the next car up with no penalties.
Benzo's the problem. Right now, he would be third if it is not for Benzo.
Yeah, but I mean, with a lot of cars between Benzo and Sketchy, and the pace that the two of them have, the pace difference, it is possible for Sketchy to get a podium here. That is on the table.
Probably screwed.
Giantsfan is more than likely off the podium unless he pulls off some miracle work in these last couple laps. One thing's for sure, though, these drivers are not going to be holding back. They're going to be using everything they have with these 2 laps remaining. Aston Ba is going to be leading them off. And with 9 seconds, unfortunately, I doubt he'll be on the podium, but he's certainly going to go for it. Immediately taking off, he's going to try and make the best getaway he possibly can. And thus far, is off to a pretty solid start at that.
Oh, Sketchy's fallen way off. That's not helping him whatsoever in this one.
Oh, meanwhile, that's Freebird and Midnight getting really close to each other. Midnight gets past Freebird, and Freebird is about to lose another position as Chili makes his way past as well. Sketchy bull!
Sketchy's over.
Well, yeah,
Sketchy's over.
The dream is over. It is dead.
I was gonna be so happy to interview him. I would have taken over for you to interview him.
Yeah, you'll just have to slander him after the race. Anyways.
Oh, I always do that anyway.
Yeah. Drunken Shamrock, though, he's lost a lot of time here. This is not good for him. He needs to keep within 3 seconds or just a little bit longer. Let's take a look at the leader gap. Here we are. So, 1.8 seconds between Snaky and Drunken Shamrock because, well, that's fine. Giantsfan, though, keeping it very close. With the gaps here, Drunken Shamrock is going to be in for a P2 at this rate. He just needs to keep within range. So, yeah, it's all looking good. But the real question is, okay, never mind. Yep, Drunken Shamrock has already pulled a 3-second gap on Benzo. So, Drunken Shamrock is going to be in for a P2 at this rate. Esteban puts in the fastest lap of the race as we have 1 more to go.
For Renfro. Actually, Esteban is actually gonna get some decent points with the penalties around him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's not going to get on the podium, but he is going to be in for a solid run of points here. Actually, with the gap, he's going to be ahead of Giantsfan indeed. And Giantsfan, I think, is fully aware of this, which is why he's fighting so desperately to get past Drunken Shamrock. He's losing a lot of time here and will be finishing behind Esteban at this rate.
I think this might be game over.
It
Unless he
doesn't,
has a super Sector 3.
and it does not appear to be that way.
No. I mean, he thought about a lunge there. The lunge was definitely not on. Yellow Snowman's up to P7, though. Benzo may not get a podium after all.
Yeah, Benzo is out of range. He is fully out of range at this point to be on the podium.
Wow.
Yeah, Esteban could end up on the podium. Esteban, I think, might make it. I think it's possible.
No way.
I think it's happening.
Stinky's gonna win.
Yeah, Stinky's gonna win, but I think after the time penalties and everything, it could be Esteban taking home P3. We're gonna take a look. Stinky's gonna win. Drunken Shamrock P2, Esteban P3. He did it. Good job from Esteban. Managed to pull it off in 2 laps to keep himself on the podium. Still not a race win, but a fantastic result nonetheless. Giantsfan P4. Once again, off of the podium.
Wow. Thank you for repeating what I said.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow. Who was... I need my freaking positions. I lost who was in P2 and P1. I know Snaky won, but it's a drunken.
Alright, let's take a look at these full results. Snaky is going to be winning. This makes 3 different race winners in 3 races. Absolutely lovely to see. Drunken Shamrock and Esteban, and I think both of these are 2 new entrants to the podium. So this is an entirely unique podium this time around. Giantsfan once again off the podium. Meanwhile, Benzo coming home in P5. Solid result for his team after, well, we saw what happened. Anyways, Sketchy Bull and Moldy Dragon bringing home some solid points for Red Bull. Yellow Snowman bringing home P8. Cape Deposit 9 and Chili bringing home 1 singular point for Alfa Romeo.
Mage.
Yes.
We might not get any interviews today.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is it just too late for everybody and they want to go to bed? Because if so, I don't blame them.
No, they don't use mics, apparently.
I mean, if not, that's fine. We'll wait just a minute to see if we get any interviews, and if not, well, we'll see.
Sketchy still got P6, so that's still not
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, that's still a good result for him, and a good result for Red Bull as a team.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a freaking minute.
What?
Hang on. So Drunken got P2, and Giantsfan got 4th, right?
Yes.
I'm cooking something. Hang on. Oh. Drunken overtakes Giantsfan. Drunken Shamrock is leading the championship.
We have a new championship leader in Drunken Shamrock. Nathan, though, I think is going to want to come back with a vengeance once we head to, according to Helmut Marko, South America when we go to Mexico.
I'm trying to see if you know what? Should I just pull Sketchy in for an interview?
Nah. What? Let's lander him off stream. Okay.
Alright.
But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. We had another wild race. If you want to see another one, be sure to keep an eye out when we do Mexico next week. And man, that circuit honestly has a lot of similarities to COTA, so I'm expecting the race to be just as insane. I will say though, I already did attend some time trials around there. Man, the S's suck. Well, they absolutely suck. The curbs can easily ruin you there. So we'll have to see how they fare, because obviously all the drivers in No Assist are better than I am, because I'm a commentator for a reason. But it'll.
So it's the guy who just won a race today.
I mean, yeah, but I was also in tier 6, so I mean, you know.
I mean, you're bad, so.
Yeah, I fully acknowledge that. I'm a commentator for a reason. But yeah, this championship fight is only going to get more heated as time goes on, and we're going to be very much looking forward to seeing what happens when we go to Mexico City, and we'll be seeing you all then. I've been Mark Mage.
I've been Pat.
And we'll be